Daniel never wanted to set foot in a luxury hotel. Places like that weren't for him: polished marble floors, crystal chandeliers, people dressed in clothes that cost more than his month's rent. But when his old army buddy got him a temporary job as a night security guard, he took it. A paycheck was a paycheck, and his little girl Emma deserved better than the life of just scraping by. The war had taken more than years from Daniel, it had taken his sense of peace. Nightmares clawed at him when he tried to sleep, and the quiet moments often felt the loudest. He had learned to survive with silence. No unnecessary words, no opening up, no talking. That's how he got through the days, head down, heart closed. It was on his third night that he noticed something off. A woman in her mid-30s, elegant and composed on the surface, had stumbled into the hotel at midnight. He recognized her instantly: Clara Reynolds, CEO of one of the biggest tech firms in the country. Her face was on magazines, her speeches streamed on screens worldwide. But in that moment, she wasn't the powerful figure the world admired. She was pale, trembling, clutching her arm as though hiding bruises beneath her expensive coat. Daniel had seen that look before, not in boardrooms, but in battlefields. The look of someone cornered, trapped, silently begging for escape. He didn't ask questions. He didn't talk. He simply followed his instincts. Later, in the surveillance room, Daniel spotted something that made his chest tighten. A well-dressed man stormed through the lobby, demanding Clara's room number. His tone wasn't just impatient, it was threatening. The kind of voice Daniel had heard from men who believed control was their right. The hotel staff, intimidated by his wealth and influence, almost gave him what he wanted. That's when Daniel stepped in. Calm but firm, he said the words that carried weight beyond their simplicity. "She doesn't want to see you." The man sneered, called him a nobody, even reached for Daniel's shoulder as if to shove him aside. But Daniel's stillness, the unflinching stare of someone who had seen death and survived it, made the man falter. Security was called, excuses were muttered, and eventually the threat walked out into the night. Clara never came down again. But Daniel knew this wasn't over. The next evening, Daniel was called to escort Clara discreetly to her car. She didn't speak much, and he didn't press. But when their eyes met in the elevator, there was something raw in hers, fear mixed with gratitude. "Why did you step in?" she finally whispered. Daniel shrugged. "Didn't look like he should be near you." She gave a soft laugh that wasn't really a laugh at all. "Most people don't interfere. They look the other way." Daniel wanted to say something about battles and survival, about how silence can sometimes be protection. But instead, he only nodded. He wasn't a man of speeches anymore. He let actions speak. Over the next few days, fate kept pulling them together. A late-night fire alarm evacuation. A forgotten laptop she retrieved under his escort. Emma waiting in the lobby for her dad to finish a shift, her bright smile breaking Clara's usual guarded mask. Slowly, Clara began to open up, not with polished CEO statements, but in small, vulnerable fragments. She was trapped in a relationship built on appearances, one that had turned dangerous behind closed doors. Every attempt to leave had been smothered by threats to her career, her company, her reputation. She was powerful in the world's eyes, but powerless in her own home. Daniel didn't judge. He didn't lecture. He didn't even say much. Sometimes, all Clara needed was someone who didn't talk, someone who just listened, who believed her without doubt, who made her feel safe in a way money never could. The breaking point came when the man returned, this time outside the hotel, cornering Clara near the parking lot. He grabbed her wrist, hissing words about ruining her if she ever defied him again. That's when Daniel appeared, silent but resolute. He didn't shout. He didn't posture. He simply stepped between them, his presence like a wall. And for the first time, Clara didn't look down. She didn't hide. She found her voice and said, "You don't control me anymore." Police were called. Evidence came forward. The man was exposed, his threats unraveling in the light of truth. Clara's company backed her, the world applauded her courage, but the only person she thought of when the dust settled was the man who never asked for anything in return. Daniel didn't save her with words. He saved her with strength, with silence, with the steady presence of someone who knew what it meant to fight battles no one else could see. Weeks later, Clara sat at a small diner with Emma and Daniel. No titles, no masks, just three people laughing over pancakes. Clara caught Daniel's eye and said softly, almost to herself, "Sometimes, the greatest healing doesn't come from talking. It comes from knowing you're not alone." And for the first time in years, Daniel felt something stir inside him, something close to peace.